there. Let's say I am put into a DevOps project which contains Ansible, Kubernetes, Terraform, you name it. And I need to edit an Ansible playbook, which contains, let's say, 1,000, 2,000 lines of code. And if I have to do any kind of editing operation like search and replace or commenting out certain portions of the code or formatting the code, do you think using Vim is easier? I don't think so. For a beginner, it is very, very challenging. Vim is a big beast by itself. It requires a lot of learning. There are a lot of commands that we got to be aware of, and it takes a lot of time to learn. Okay, and DevOps is all about what can I produce, what kind of software I can produce in a short time. Stay with me till the end of this video. I will be sharing a lot of tips and tricks around bringing in efficiency without using Vim. Hey there, I am Subbu. In this video, I will be presenting you some tips and tricks on how to edit these kinds of large configuration files residing in Linux without Vim. How do we do it? That's what we are going to talk in this video. This is a hands-on demo, and in this demo, we will be provisioning a Linux VM in Linode, that's a cloud service provider, and right sitting in Windows using the Visual Studio Code, which you're already familiar. We will be making a SSH connection into the Linux server, and we will edit all our files, and we will see the same result when you log into the Linux terminal. Pretty much awesome. Let us jump into the demo. The first step is we need to provision a Linux VM in Linode. I have an account with Linode, so I'm going to log into the Linode and I'm going to create a virtual machine. If you do not have an account with Linode, you need to first get it created using your Gmail or GitHub account, and you get about $100 credit which you can use it for your personal projects that you're creating it. You could use that dollar amount for that. Since I already have an account with Linode, let's just take it from there. So just go into the Linode website, and if you don't have it, you just have to follow the steps. I have it. I'm going to log in directly and I'm going to create a Linode. So once I have the Linode clicked in, I select which operating system that I want to have. There are different versions of Linux operating system. In my case, I'm going to use Ubuntu, and I'm going to use the region closest to me, and I'm going to choose the very minimal configuration, and let us name this as a demo VM. Let's just name it, and I'm going to give you the root password. Okay, there are multiple ways to connect to a Linux operating system. One is using the passwords you could connect, which is not the good way. The other way is using the keypad, private public keypad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a private public keypad. Okay, so head back to the terminal. If you're a Windows user, you might have to use PuttyGen kind of a tool, or in my case, I'm using Mac, so I'm going to use the from my Mac terminal. I'm going to generate the keypad. So let's just see help. So I'm going to use SSH keygen, and which algorithm that we need to use. In my case, I'm going to use this algorithm, and we need to provide the command. So let me just provide us for demo test, and let me just provide the file. So in my case, let's have the keypad named with demo test, let's just name it. So it's going to ask for the passphrase. In my case, I'm not going to give the passphrase. So it has got a big permission. We have to limit the permission in our case. So I'm going to provide only the read permission to this file. So just provide 400. And so if you see here, now we have only the read permissions. Okay, so this demo test, this is a private key which you should not share it with anyone. This is the one that we will be sharing it with Linode. So just cat this file, take the content of this file, head back to Linode, and we will have to add an SSH key. So let's just make it as demo test, and just provide the content here. Just add the key, select it, and did we miss anything? Let me just quickly check it. We are good. Click on the create Linode. It takes a few seconds or a minute, so let me just pause this video. Okay, we got our VM created. This is our IP address. This is what we need. Let us first test this through our terminal. So copy this public IP. So let us just head back. And how do we connect it from the terminal? You need to provide the, just a second, SSH -/ and provide the private key here, and the user is root and the IP address is this. Okay, so let's just create it. Awesome. Now we are logged into the Linux server. Okay, so now we need to set up the Visual Studio to connect to this virtual machine. How do we do it? Let's head back to the Visual Studio. Okay, so we need to install some extensions. Okay, in my case, I have already installed those extensions. Let me show you that. So this is one of the extensions that comes, or that is the provider is Microsoft. Get this extension installed. Okay, in my case, I have this this extension already installed. So I'm not going to do it now. So I will be just heading back to configuring the Visual Studio to connect to this SSH server. How do you do it? So just do, if you're on Windows, you have to do Control-Shift-P, and the first option is this, just add it. We need to add the host. Okay, so how you're going to do it is same syntax, whatever we did. So if the best thing, the easiest way to do it is just take the command, whatever we had done it here, just take it and head back to the Visual Studio and just paste it here. And this should contain the .ssh, because I was already there in the SSH folder. That is the reason I didn't provide the .ssh folder. So here you need to provide the .ssh folder, and this should say as the tilde is my home directory. Okay, so once we have it, and just we are good. So we provided the SSH key, private key, the root is the user, and the public IP address we are connecting. Just hit on that, and we want to have this entry added into the .ssh config file. That's fine. So it's added. So we have it here. Let me just check it. It's 105.159.87, and Visual Studio we got the same here. So let's just do one thing. Okay, so let's say we are logged into the from the terminal we have connected. Let me just create a project folder. Okay, so mkdir -p/opt, and let's say I'm going to create Ansible project. Let me just put it as Ansible project. Okay, let me just create it, and if I do the listing of that folder, I see the Ansible project. Wonderful. So now what we need to do is let's connect it from here. Okay, let's just connect this server in the current window. So I'm just going to click on the current window. This is connecting. Okay, now it's connected. So now what I'm going to do is just open the folder. Okay, so here it tries to go to the root. So I'm going to use opt/. let's say in my case it's Ansible project. Okay, so now when I just click on OK, yes, I trust the authors, and currently I am in the Ansible project folder. Okay, so I create any folder here, let's say my project I created here. Just head back to the Linux server and go into the Ansible project. So you have the my project created. So sitting within Windows, I could just create a Ansible playbook here. For example, test playbook. Just create a file here and some test and tasks. Just this is for the demo purpose. So debug, and let's say I have message. This is a snippet of whatever I'm talking. Okay, so let's say this is a demo test. I will create a separate Ansible video, maybe to go into the very details of it. But this is not an Ansible demo. So this is, assume that you are in an Ansible project and you want to modify the playbooks or roles or anything around that. How do you do it from Visual Studio is what I was just trying to explain. So I'm just saved it here. Just go back here and go into the my project, and here we go. The test playbook is here. So right sitting in Windows, we are able to modify, we are able to add files into the Linux operating system. I have not used any Vim features at all. I've not used Vim at all. Okay, so pretty much I would request you to try this at your home and share your comments below. Awesome, it was just a short video, but I'm very happy that I could share this piece of tip and trick with you at this time. Awesome. Was this content useful? Please leave your comments below, and please consider subscribing to my channel to get notified for any updated content. And thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you soon in another video. Awesome. Thank you so much. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Your support means a lot to me and it helps the channel to grow. Thanks so much for watching.